G'day guys, my name's Captain James Force. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going over Space Punks Update 4, the core one. A lot of things in this update. There's a couple of new story missions. There's a change to the way that the scrapping system works. You can now also scrap talent items. You can scrap crafting bits. There's a whole bunch of things. You can no longer buy weapons. You have to craft them or find them. There's mission difficulty has been completely changed. There is an in-game mail system. There's a bunch of other things and about 100 bug fixes. We're not going to go through everything, but we're going to go through the major things during this video. As always, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me and it really helps the channel. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/CaptainJamesForce. I actually played this week with one of the community mods, and we played some heists. We had a lot of fun. It was very relaxed. And what else is there? We've also got an update next week of what it is. Mysterious. No one knows. So we'll have to find out then. Patch notes will be linked in the video description, so feel free to check them out as well. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first of the new missions in Update 4 is safe cracking. As you can see, it's quite linear, and I'm not going to go through all the gameplay so that people have a chance to do it themselves. But one new thing that's in here is there's actually a lot of voice acting. So as you go through, you can actually hear not only Duke and Finn and Ellington and basically everyone doing lots of voice acting, which is really quite interesting. And it's basically, there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of boxes to pick up. I mean, you can literally drive a crane. This is hell sick. And there's, yeah, there's quite a lot of different things. It's quite linear, as opposed to what you're used to, which is fairly open world. So then you lower the crane. You activate the magnet. And then you basically just slot this into position. There's 34 crates you got to pick up, so there's quite a lot. And hopefully I can get this in the right place. Apparently not. But yeah, there's a little bit of finesse to it. There you go. And then we just hop off, and then we can walk over. So the second mission is called Rescue Robot, and actually involves something that hasn't happened yet in Space Punks, which is the ability to talk to NPCs and have them kind of talk back to you, as well as having the crew chime in as well. Similar to the first mission, it's quite linear, and it actually brings you to almost a completely different environment than the regular missions, which are kind of very open world and quite easy to kind of wander around in. Whereas these new story missions are highly linear, and actually make sure that yeah, you can kind of walk the way that you have to, and also get to interact fairly nicely, and yeah, bring something else to the story, which is always appreciated. So yeah, this is Mission 2, Rescue Robot. So the third part of the Space Punks update relates to the breaking down and scrapping of items. So usually, you could only scrap weapons like this. And then if you look in the top right, you would receive points. You would receive currencies. However, with this update, there is now a change. So you can also scrap your talent items. Let's just find one that's not very good. Reloader. So you can scrap this. And not only that, when you head over to your crafting bench, as we run over here, all of these materials can now also be scrapped. So all these bits here can now be scrapped. And as you can see, I can't like go off it, but at the bottom there is scrap resources. So it tells you how many bits you're going to get back from scrapping all these things. And you can scrap software, you can scrap hardware, and you can scrap batteries as well. So you can now scrap all of these things. As well as that, there's actually been a change in the black market. So, you can no longer buy gear from the black market. What you can do is improve the gear that you find. Each piece of gear has a 20 improvement counter and will cost you money and either one of stopnium or specimen to improve, depending on what it is you have. But you can no longer buy things. So, all of your weapons you now have to find or craft. There's no more buying legendaries. So, if you're lucky like me, and I will go to my inventory to prove it, you bought stuff like this before the update, so my legendary things I have kept. Now, when the game wipes, and it will wipe again in early access, you will obviously lose everything, but it does mean that the only way that you'll be able to get legendary items is if you pick them up, or you manage to upgrade your punch cards like these to make it into a legendary. As you can see, I'm only a couple away from making this Beambuster a legendary, and then I'd be able to craft it. Obviously, I'm not a high enough level yet to use it, but this has also been smoothened out, this process. So the crafting has kind of been just a little bit smoothed over to make it much, much easier and simpler on the eye. So for example, I would do this. I only have 2 of these. I have an epic battery. Damage reload. So this costs quite a lot to craft, which is the problem that you get when things are like so high level. But this has basically been really nicely improved and kind of smoothed over, so it looks much cleaner. So the fourth part of the update is really quite minor actually, but you get your own mailbox. So there is an in-game mail system. This one actually comes with a bonus that you can claim. And there's also the news. So as you can see, update 4 is now live. If you check details, it will take you to the patch notes, which I will have linked below. But yes, so now there is an in-game mailing system, which will kind of give you the opportunity to get mail, as well as message of the day. There'll be things related to in-game rewards and quests, I assume. As they come out with it more, you'll start to receive mail. And the last part of the update, the core one, is to do with mission difficulty. So, you can now no longer choose mission difficulty. It is completely related to your level and your power level. So your hero level and your power level now determines how hard these things are. So as you can see, all of these are set at 100%. It rewards me fame and also tells me what kind of power level. So actually my power level is a little bit low for my hero level. So all of these are now set in stone, and the timed missions are actually now completely set to hardcore. So this is all hardcore. You have absolutely no choice in the matter. But because they're timed events, they're set to hardcore because they give better rewards. So as you can see, they give a bit more fame, and the reward scaling is a little bit higher as well. So yes, they're now timed, but you do get better rewards. That's kind of like the trade-off that happens. So yeah, that's the final part of the update. Awesome. So that was update 4, the core one of Space Punks. Hope you guys liked the video. As I said before, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps me, really helps the channel. And until next time, peace out.